Okay, so I'm gonna do a run of a new route I've been cooking up for this ROM hack. I haven't ran this in a couple years, but I recently found there was also a discovery of the mail glitch for Fire Red, and which is possible in this hack because you have all the moves that you need to execute the glitch in the double battle are available, so we can do that. And then also the repel tricks you can do, where if you apply a repel as you take a step on specific tiles, you can skip fights and various plot elements. So both of those are in this available in this run. And so the 344 that you see on my splits is we're gonna be well below that, probably sub 3. What I'm doing here is I'm starting from the Totodile pickup, which takes about 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So what I did is I do the manip as you do for Fire Leaf Green. I select Totodile, and then I take off its berry after the cutscene, after you pick it up. And that takes about 2 minutes and 17 seconds if you wait the longest possible time, which is frame 5,550, which is, for now, what I do for the latest possible frame. So I'm taking the biggest possible time penalty here, but this is just to test the route. We're going to make sure everything's good, and then at some point I'll do actual runs. But I don't want to commit to trying manip for an hour and then have the route completely fall apart. So that's what we're doing here. I have this all set up and ready to go. So what I will do is I will go into the game, and I'll start the time. Actually, I'll start the timer right when I ran first movement. Make sure everything else is good. Yep. Okay. Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, daytime is important here because Sentret is available in the day. If it's nighttime, you have to catch a Rattata, and then Rattata can't learn Whirlpool, so you actually have to teach Whirlpool to Feraligatr later, and then unlearn it. Which isn't a huge deal, but it is a little bit slower than just teaching Whirlpool directly without having to write over a move. And this Totodile I just manipped a few minutes ago. So I think my manip offset is pretty good, but I don't want to chance. Resetting forever. I'm doing this so I get the running shoes. It's almost certainly worth it to do this. That is probably a 1% counter. Lots of encounters. can't avoid it, really. I have a Mr. Pokémon split, which I'm assuming I split after leaving the house. It's been a while. Hey, Sasha. Yeah, it's a pretty good ROM hack. The Fire Red ROM hacks are pretty well put together. There's a lot of good tools that are available. But this is pretty much a Heart Gold demake. With the Fire Red base. So it's not going to be terribly interesting in terms of the, well, it's going to be interesting, but in terms of the glitches, it's not going to be interesting until quite a bit later. Head over to fight the rival. Always LFD makes lots of fun to see else to make it on older gens. Yeah, it's fair. Okay, I think I just leer this. Good. Crit's not so good. Okay, this thing likes to growl a lot turn 1, so the fact that it didn't at all is really good. This fight is actually insane. And that is the first of 2 rival fights in this run. So if you're familiar with the Johto games, you do fight rival, I think, 5 times normally. So I will be skipping him. Am I supposed to do this? Oh, no, that's wrong. Shoot. This is right. I've done lots of practice to test out a bunch of the movement and various skips, but I have not played the early game that much. But yeah, we start with Totodile. Totodile is the starter for Gen 2 speedruns, but not Gen 4. Gen 4, Cyndaquil is used. There is a main swap as well. And then in Gen 2, you have Totodile. In Crystal, you use Raikou for most of the run, and then in Crystal, and then in Gold, you use Totodile for the whole thing. But I'm going to be using Totodile for this whole run. Okay, I want to catch a Sentret here. Don't need a Pidgey or anything. I do get a free flying Pokemon later. No Sentrets, apparently. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll actually just take another encounter in hopes that I see one, which I do not. It's pretty faithful. There are a few additional changes that were made. You will see some Pokemon from later gens, like regional variants as well. In terms of mechanics, that has a lot of later gen mechanics, so crits only do 50% more. There's a physical special split still. There's a few moves that are later gen moves that are available. But yeah, there are headbutt encounters, if I recall correctly. I am taking a lot of damage. Doesn't really matter though. The movesets are a bit weird. They're not quite the same as the Gen 4 movesets. So there are some small changes there, but nothing particularly crazy. Potion. Unfortunately, the berries are they're all apricorns. There's no actual berries, which is actually quite annoying. It's not super annoying, but if there were actual berries, like Pecha berries, it would actually be better. Okay, we're free, so we'll have repels after this, after we exit Violet. I take the center. May not need to do this, but potions are a little tight to start things off, so I'm gonna... I also need to catch a Rattata in Spiro Tower. Spiro Tower is, I believe, optional, but I do need extra experience. And this is the best place to get experience, despite being weak to grass moves. The fights here aren't the worst. Okay, cool. Got an encounter. And it's a rat. Good. It outspeeds, apparently. Good. I did not want to take damage. I want to be fully healed going into the first fight. Oops. So yeah, I'm going to take quite a bit of damage in the tower, just because of Fine Whip being really good. Gotta gonna get Rage here. I am gonna use it a little bit. Only for a few fights, though. That's an annoying crit, but shouldn't be a problem. Just have to heal before the next fight, and then I'm going to be one-shotting the Spellsprout because I got a Rage boost. Oh, no worries, not a problem. By the way, I did not make this hack. I think you probably knew that, but it is kind of cool to see other hacks. Okay, what am I doing here? Scratch. Actually, I'm gonna Rage. Try this strategy. Okay, good. And then so that Rage boost is gonna help a little bit on the Hoot Hoot here coming up. Goodness. Yeah, it was pretty fast. Which is pretty cool to see. Alright. I'm at 25 health, which seems awkward to heal here, but I'm going to heal. Because I have like 3 potions, that should be plenty. I'm gonna save just in case. Yeah, so 2 Bellsprouts here that take up to 3 hits each, and then a Hoot Hoot, which has Hypnosis. That's a good roll. I'm gonna Rage here, because that's gonna help. Okay, Growth. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Not taking damage is better than getting hit by +1 growth. Scratch. Again? Wow, this thing's only going for growth. I'm gonna go for Scratch again. Actually, I'll just go for Scratch. That was a pretty good roll. Nice. Not a favorable range there. It's like 5 and 16 to die. To two scratches. And then the Hoot Hoot's gonna be a 3 shot. That's a really good crit. That helps quite a bit. Yes, that's annoying. We're just gonna wait a bit to wake up. I can't take too much damage here, unless I get really unlucky. Okay, nice. Not bad. I got a lot of encounters, that's probably why I lost time. Because the fights themselves are pretty good. Okay, we're gonna escape up on out of here. And off to the gym. Oh, no worries. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. You're gonna miss the exciting part, which is where all the glitches happen. But thanks for the good luck, appreciate it. I'll probably end up doing more runs at some point, so. Okay, these Pidgeys can be a bit mean, so hopefully I just knock them out fast. That's a good crit. These things are 2 shots without critical. Okay, tackle was fine. Alright, Faulkner time. Alright, see you later. Bite, or scratch. Berry pouch. Save again. This fight could be a bit scary, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna swap out. This is fine. I do need to sacrifice my Rattata at some point. I want to make sure specifically not to use an attacking move because I do not want to knock out the Pidgey. We'll do this. Slightly better odds. Unfortunately, got sanded though. Okay, good. Yes, the reason why I sacrifice my rat there is because of another... It's actually another glitch. Gonna go shopping now. Hopefully I remember how to do this. I'm just gonna save just in case. Didn't do it perfectly right, but you have a bit of wiggle room, so it's not a big deal. gonna head up here, and there's a TM downstairs, which I really want to get. It's pretty important. That doesn't die. I thought that is guaranteed. Oops, I said no there. Fighting this guy as well. And fight this guy as well. Alright, Repel. Teach Rock Tomb or Rage. I'm actually going to use a potion as well. Special attack is 25, so I can do bite turn 1 on the coughing. It's annoying, but fine. Well, I still have the Oranberry equipped. That's actually pretty funny. It never got used up. Okay, so I got to go left. This is very slow. Okay. So the experience route early on is pretty tight, so I do need to... I don't necessarily need Croconaw at this point, but I will need Feraligatr for a specific fight later. So, that's why I did a whole bunch of extra fights for in Union Cave, for example. One of them I need Rock Tomb for, but the other one, the Onyx, technically is skippable. And I guess the guy after Union Cave as well is not technically required. Okay, so this is a bit of a weird glitch. Double battle, if you only have one Pokemon in your party, you get a duplicate of your one Pokemon. The downside here is that I cannot go into my bag or into my Pokemon menu. Or I can go in my bag, but I can't use an item on my Pokemon in this battle. Otherwise, the game will crash. But luckily, that fight's really easy, so you should never need to do that. Let's hit 2 switches, and then back in. And we're at decent HP, and we still have the Oranberry equipped, so I should be okay to go right into this fight without healing. So Rock Tomb is obviously extremely good for this fight. Okay, that's good. Okay, nice. Scyther knows U-turn. If it uses U-turn, the Metapod that will come out next is a range, or a much worse range, if you're still level 18. But it is significantly better range at level 19. Okay, so there will be another skip coming up here with the Repel. The first one was not a very... It pretty much skips the guy giving you the Miracle Seed. If you miss that one, it's not a huge deal. But the next fight is a fight with a rival, which I will be skipping. Fight itself isn't terrible, but there's a bit of a cutscene. It's faster just to skip. Okay, good. Okay, so cut, teach it to our Rattata. Could teach it to Crocodile. You can actually unlearn HM moves without the move deleter, so it's not that bad, but Rattata has a free move slot, so it makes sense to teach it to Rat. Gonna teach Headbutt. Water Gun, we're gonna be a physical attacker for a bit. Repel. The funny thing is, you give him your phone number, but he never calls you. Unlike in the Gen 2 games. Okay, we're gonna go to... Here's our good friend Kenya, but it doesn't have the nickname. It's just called Spiro, so it's a bit unfortunate. Got Ice Fang here. Very, very good move. Not as good as Ice Punch, but it's good enough. Pick up the nugget. Top, we're gonna buy three of these. Sell nugget. Buy 2x speeds, 5x attacks, 3 guard specs. Definitely need to go shopping before this gym. You cannot really beat Whitney without X items. Which is good. Crits are even better because they ignore the attack drop. That's a really good fight. And so this fight, I'm actually going to use a guard spec, which is kind of, you think it's kind of weird, but all 3 of her Jigglypuffs have baby doll eyes, and I am only using physical moves, so I need to not get attack drops. The last 2 are pretty bad ranges to one-shot as well, so they get multiple chances potentially to hit you if you don't flinch them. Even if you flinch them, they can still baby doll eyes. Okay, they have cute charm as well. I forgot about that. Good. So this section of the run is really bad if you have a male Totodile because these 3 Jigglypuff have cute charm, and Whitney's Clefairy, I believe, has Attract. Drop Tomb. And the Miltank also has Attract. I'm actually just going to use the super and save here. I still have the Oranberry. I should just not be healing. So I have to set up 4 X items here, which is one of the longer setups of the entire run, which is kind of funny. The Clefairy has Mimic, Attract, and Double Slap. I think it might have. I'm not sure if it has Metronome. I don't usually ever see it, so. Mimic is good. Just keep doing that, please. Good. 2. Good. 3. Good. Okay, that's clean. Okay, the Miltank is a 2-shot and it's a 92% range. That's a good roll. That's fine. Okay, so big time save here because I skipped Rival. I also skipped the underground fights. The reason is I'm actually not going to ever going into the underground, so I don't need to fight them at all. But we'll see how that works later. So box healing, because I do need to heal to restore headbutt PP. And it's faster than taking a center. I'm actually going to save here. Both these trainers, they're not a double battle. You fight them back to back. All 4 of these Pokemon have Cute Charm and Attract. Maybe not Attract, but they definitely have Cute Charm. So if you're a female Totodile, these fights aren't the worst. But they also have really bad status moves as well. Okay, Disarm Voice is fine. Or Rock Tomb. This is going to have a Speedfall animation, but I do not chance Cute Charm proccing. Growl is really bad. I might actually just swap out here. What I'll actually do is I won't swap out unless I get Cute Charmed. I think that's probably better, because there's one more battle after this one that I need to also potentially worry about the same situation happening. Double Slap, okay. You may stop anytime, please. Okay, disable. Okay, this is fine. I'll just go Vice Fang. Okay, I gotta be a bit careful with health here. Let me take on you. Flinch. This is a range. Doesn't look like a great first roll. And then I got Cute Charmed. Okay. Sing. Okay. Yeah, I'll swap out. I'll just full heal. You can attack me, please. I do not want to attack this. So let's growl. Actually get a super potion. You have a move that does damage. You have a move that does damage. I can't kill this with Spearow because I need the experience fully to go on to Croconaw. The fact that I've growled it means that it's going to take forever to kill me now. Dude, just attack! No! Good. Okay, just get the 3. Good. That is really annoying. We'll just use Bite. Guaranteed to hit. And it doesn't waste a headbutt. Alright, that's Nightmare's finally over. Alright, the Kimono Girls are not a fun time. The first 2 I'm fighting are both 10 and 16 ranges. Because they have the same defense. I'm using the same power move. Nice. Espeon is slower, but they have quick attack, so just do Bite again. Alright, now for the most annoying one of them. Hey, Furist, thank you for the raid. Hope your run was good. I didn't catch the end. Looked like it was pretty good, though. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, good Umbreon. 326, nice. Congrats. I'm doing that's a crit, but unfortunately crits do not do double damage, so it does not die in one hit. Doing a ROM hack speedrun. It's pretty much heart gold with a fire red base, and there's a ton of glitches in it. I've been routing it for the last few weeks. So I'm just doing a quick test run. I did start on a save file, so I had a start time of 2 minutes 17-ish, so that means this would not be a valid PB. So it's more just to test things out. That is not a good roll, but it's okay. Oh, okay, we got it. Nice. For you Kanto enjoyers in watching Furist, I will be going to Kanto later. But it'll be much different kind of Kanto than you were seeing in Let's Go. Okay, so I'm gonna repel, super repel, yeah. I'm going to heal. Surf, over Rock Tomb. All right, this is actually going to be the last rival fight of the run. And you might be thinking, wait, there's more fights, aren't there? Well, I did say this was a glitched run, I think, so. This fight we can't skip, though. You can escape robot up here and skip the Yusin dialogue, but I don't have the money for an extra escape rope. That's something I'll probably add in at some point because I think I could probably afford it. I just haven't budgeted it into the money route yet. Come on. Okay, I have 31 speed. Yeah, this Totodile is pretty good that I pre-manipped before the run. Naughty with perfect attack, perfect speed. Which means I can skip an X speed on Lance, I think. Yeah. I will be slower than his Aerodactyl, but I'd be faster than the Charizard, and you can't be faster than the Charizard with lower IVs. And a special attack is good enough. We don't really use much special attack. Just Water Gun and Surf, nothing else. It's all physical otherwise. Could probably surf a bunch of these Ghastlies, but I need to confirm PP management. Okay, Rose Walk. That Haunter is a range with Surf, so that's why I use Bite. Alright, so after this fight I will level up to 29. And then I will use a rare candy to evolve. So evolving here is pretty key because you don't need to set up your attack at all to one-shot everything. Oh, there is 1 damage range. And then you outspeed everything except the Gengar with Feraligatr. Otherwise you'd probably be outsped by Morty's Haunters as well. So you'd have to X-speed somewhere, and the Gengar does not have Curse, but the other 3 do, so it's not really optimal. I'm gonna do a quick safety save just to be extra safe. So I do X speed here. Gnosis, good miss. He bites a 13 and 16 damage range. Missed it. So she's gonna have a Citrus. So just full heal that. Alright, that's fine. I could definitely surf the first fight in this gym. I don't believe I used surf at all before I heal. Okay, lost time to a Wigglytuff that refused to knock out my Spearow. Alright, just skipped a rival cutscene. Not a really important skip, but it's kind of a fun one to do. Also, very importantly, I'm not going into the lighthouse. One thing I just realized that you can technically do, I wasn't going to try it in this run, is you can, since you can teach over HM moves, I could technically teach over surf while I'm surfing. I don't know what would happen. I'll have to mess around with that at some point. I don't think it'll be anything exciting. I think you just keep surfing. Brick Break is a little annoying. I'm going to have to heal. Thanks for the crit. Turn 2. Appreciate it. Probably don't need to do that menu until before Chuck. Alright, this fight is actually potentially scary. Like, probably one of the scarier gym fights that you do. I need lots of flinches. Turn 1 Focus Blast, not optimal. Good miss, okay. Usually it just uses Focus Energy or Leer or some dumb thing like that. Good flinch, okay, so Strength. It's a very good roll. Okay, should be fine then. Yeah, but Focus Blast does quite a bit of damage. So now we're actually going to go teach Crunch over Strength. We don't need Strength anymore. I am going to be picking up a Pokemon that can learn Strength very shortly. And Crunch is by far a superior move over Strength in battle. Gonna grab Fly. And then go pick up Shuckle. Shuckle serves a couple purposes. It gets Strength, it also has a held item, which is going to be very important later. We're going to do TM Case, Strength. Cancel that for now. Oh yeah, I do cancel that because I don't want to be using Super Repels. Grab this Ultra Ball. We're not done catching things. We'll be catching 2 more things, actually. I'm going to use a repel here. Cutting through here is a tiny bit faster than surfing. Cancel the repel, and then I have to repel here, I think, yeah. That's correct. Oh my god, it's a shiny. My Pel should run out right here. So I'm going to be doing a skip shortly, so my steps need to be perfect from here. Good. Bit cautious, but I'd rather get it cautiously than screw it up. Cancel the repel, and good. Okay. This is exactly what I need. This is a 78% catch. Good. If you stick around a little longer, you'll see why Bellsprout is important, but I won't spoil it yet. I need to repel here. Yeah, this is correct. I'm actually just going to do a quick save. If I mess up my movement, then I am kind of boned. This room is pretty easy to screw up too. Yeah, this is right. I always forget this. So I've now got the Blackthorn fly point exiting there. I'll fly back to Mahogany. And enter the hideout. Okay, just skip 2 fights. There are a few more skips you can do in this area, but it's very awkward to set them up, so I'm not going to bother. Also, experience is extremely tight as it is, so I'd have to do some pretty... I'd have to cook something up pretty crazy to make up for that. Alright, I'm gonna pick up this nugget. I do need to sell something later. One thing you can do is you can skip this free heal if you line up a repel properly, which could be helpful because you might get torrent for later, but it's kind of awkward to set that one up. You have to waste a bunch of steps. Like, the repels don't line up between the previous skip and that one. Yes, the fights in here are pretty easy, nothing too much to worry about. The executive fight at the end is probably the most awkward fight, but it's not really that hard. Because even though we skipped a bunch of stuff, we're currently skipping Jasmine and the Lighthouse, as well as a couple rival fights. We're still pretty over-leveled compared to everybody else in here. So this guy here, I want to be very careful that I... That's fine, yeah. I want to get the item on the left there. If he saw me early, then I would have to reload the room, and that's kind of annoying. Grab this very, very useful protein. So I didn't talk about how good proteins are in this hack. Normally proteins give 10 EVs. In this hack they give 64. Which means I am going to be maxing out my EVs before the end of the run, even though I'm going to be skipping a bunch of stuff. I'll be maxing out attack and then maxing out total. This cutscene can be skipped as well with a repel, but it's, again, really awkward to set up, so... And then I believe you can skip this fight as well. You open the door and then line up a repel perfectly. But I think you'd have to skip him twice because you have to repel back over that same tile to leave the room. And you can't escape rope or dig out of here in this hack, so you can't just... If you could, you would potentially just escape rope out after getting the password and then go right to the next battle. So not really worth it to try that. Yeah, those Raticate and Coughing are actually, it's better to use Surf on them than Crunch. Despite me being not having very good special attack. Just grab that extra full heal. So this fight can be skipped as well. But it has the same problem, you can't dig out, so you have to, when you want to leave, you have to actually use repel and skip it again. Might be worth it actually, might be faster to skip. This cutscene is pretty slow. Alright, so with lower attack, I'd actually set up an X attack on this Arbok. It has Intimidate, but because I have decent attack, I can actually just headbutt it twice and then have a damage range on her Gloom. Okay, I did get the flinch, which is unfortunate. So healing that off. Okay, got the range. 14 and 16, not the worst. I think if I was to try, if I was able to skip that fight, I would do it. It's definitely worth it. The time, it's definitely faster to waste a bunch of steps than to fight her, but the experience is potentially very helpful. Alright, these electrodes, they can survive a surf and they can outspeed you. So I gotta be pretty careful here. They don't do a lot of damage. Getting Torrent out of this section is nice. So you save a turn in Bryce's gym. But it's pretty difficult considering you don't take a lot of damage. The rollout is fine. Yeah, so the way the skip would work is you would have to do the skip, fight the electrodes, and then do this cutscene, and then have to skip again through this door. So that would be really slow. Well, it wouldn't be slow, it would just be super awkward. So unsurprisingly, Surf is the best move for this fight because Shelter has really bad defense, or special defense, really good defense. And even though I'm extremely well trained in attack, it's still not enough. I do have to headbutt the Cloister though. Guard spec might not be needed if you have really good speed. There goes the Oranberry, okay, that's... I do have to lose it at some point, so... Alright. Goldenrod. Okay, so we're gonna go to this floor. We're gonna buy an item that might, some people might know what I'm gonna be doing with it later. I'm gonna buy some mail. sell that nugget I picked up earlier. I buy just 1x speed. 18x attacks and 3 guard specs. Oh, nice. I almost avoided these things today, but I did get an encounter. If you're doing if your repel steps are perfect, or you're trying to get them perfect, those things actually mess up your repel steps. So what you have to do is, if you run into one in the middle of a repel sequence where your step count needs to be perfect, you actually need to take a step back as the next repel refreshes. Alright, so in case anyone's counting this, I only have 6 badges. I am not going to be fighting Jasmine, so I'm skipping the entire lighthouse. Jasmine allows you to use Rock Smash. We don't need Rock Smash to complete the run. In addition, the badge checks before Victory Road, you can do a repel skip past that badge check. So you end up not only needing 7 badges. The rest of the badges you technically need because almost all of them have an HM associated with them. One of them is Fly. You could technically skip that, I guess. Oops. I'm in the menu here, so I'm going to do candy. I'm going to use 2 candies. And I'm going to use that elixir. I'm not going to heal just yet. This fight is a little bit annoying. I don't really have a good way to do it. Hoping for a defense drop here. Did not get it. Okay, I have to surf twice. This thing has poison points, so it's going to be a bit annoying. Octazooka. It's Torrent. Okay, I'm going to be very, very careful here. Okay, good. In old routes, you'd actually pick up the choice specs, and that fight's much, much better with the specs on. Okay, this guy is a damage range. I should have probably healed, but we'll just hit the range. Nice. Take the crit. Okay, now we're on to Claire. I am going to be obviously healing before this fight. On this very specific tile, use a repel, hyper potion, oops. Technically you don't need to do this now, but it's dash to do so. Teach Whirlpool. I have to teach it to Feraligatr, unfortunately, just for the time being. Headbutt. And I'm going to save. So this fight is extremely weird. The Kingdra has a Citrus Berry, and two-shotting it is really, really scary because it has Dragon Pulse and Hyper Beam. So if I was higher level, you could two-shot it, but because I'm pretty low level, I'm actually just going to do all my setup on the Dragonair. 2. 3. I have to heal that. It's a range to die. I do not want to heal paralysis right away either. Four. Okay, we can... 5. I have to actually use another hyper. Could use the full restore. I'm going to. Just to save a turn. I do get another full restore later. I do need full restores crunch for the end game, but there are a couple ones that I can pick up. Okay, so now I can one-shot everything. But yeah, the Dragonair doesn't... Normally you're healing using 1 Hyper Potion and 1 Paralyze heal in this battle. Because the Dragonair doesn't do that much damage, but if it crits, you have to take an extra turn. Alright, good. And fully healed too, which is nice, because there's a couple fights coming up which I do want to be decently healed for. Alright, I just saved 20 minutes. Because I also skipped the radio tower. Your repel steps are kind of important here, but I'm not going to be super hung up if I mess up, because I can correct later. This is a 15 and 16 range. Okay. And unlike in Gen 2, you can actually enter the whirlpools before you clear them, and they just spit you right back out. That does not happen in this hack. If that was the case, you could actually probably repel skip it. I imagine that would be possible. So because of that, I have to teach Whirlpool. If I could repel skip past the Whirlpool, I could skip Price, and also the Mahogany Hideout, because that's where you get Whirlpool. So you might be able to finish the run with 6 badges if that was the case. But you cannot, so this is what we're doing. So now we're just going to teach Waterfall to Feraligatr over Whirlpool. We do not need Whirlpool anymore. Not going to Whirl Islands. And then escape rope. So I'm going to keep an eye on my repel steps here. Yeah, that's fine. That might have messed up my repel steps, but it's okay. I can correct it if need be. That is good. Gonna take this a bit safe. I'm just gonna surf to avoid the trainer. That's correct. This fight's a little annoying. I actually have to set up an X attack here. Brian's barely gonna do anything. And then both Quillfish have an annoying ability. Okay, did not get Poison Point. That's very good. I do take the bed heal. I could probably skip it, but I'd have to change my repel timing. So that's something I might optimize later. Repel should run out of the ledge. Alright, so we got 2 skips coming up here. In and around Victory Road. Okay. Good. That. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, waste 4 steps there. So I need to waste a bunch of steps. So hopefully that was correct. I'll find out very shortly. Yep, we're good. Actually, I don't need to save yet, because I'll just save after the next one. Drop down the hole. Still good. As this is the last one before Rival, so I will save. Okay, good. Okay. So now we are into the Elite Four. I am a little under-leveled compared to what I'd normally be for... Actually, I think I'm only maybe one level lower, because I picked up a couple extra candies as well to kind of make up for the experience shortfall. This fight can be scary, just need the Xatu to not be an ass. That constitutes being an ass. Just don't be an ass again. That's fine. I'm not taking any more damage. Okay, I could waterfall here, but I do need to conserve my waterfall PP. I don't have any elixirs or anything. This makes the Koga fight a little interesting, though. Luckily no priority on this fight, so don't have to worry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use potion and save. Oops, I meant to crunch that. That should be okay though. Good flinch, okay. It's fine. Could have waterfalled there actually, but it's okay. Cross poison. Does not kill. Alright, just hit. Nice, really good Koga. That was about as perfect as it could have gone. Given what I had to work with. So I will save here as well. It's not, this fight is probably the safest of the 5 fights. Except for, I guess Lance isn't terrible. Alright, so I gotta set up X attacks here, and because I'm getting intimidated by Hitmontop, I do need to set up 2 X attacks at least. Fine. 2. That's fine as well. Do not need Thrash. How much does Dark Pulse do? 30 to 36. Okay, I'm just gonna save. If I had 35 HP, I'd be in a bit, or even 36, I'd be a bit happier. I should have probably healed the full. My plan here is to heal turn 1, but it's gonna get a chance to do something. Just max potion, I guess. If it's sand attacks, I'm going to switch out and sacrifice something. Yeah, switch out. Nope. Spearow. Okay, so now we set up as though we healed the full. Ideally, I want to be as low HP in this thing as possible, so... Speed. It's fine. 1. It's annoying. 2. It's also annoying. 3. Very annoying. Okay, I'm gonna just... This is really dumb, but I'm gonna actually guard spec a second time. I do have an extra one for this exact scenario. And now I will heal Confusion. Jeez, this thing's on the sand. Alright, 15 and 16 range. Actually... No, it's guaranteed. Never mind. Alright, the good news is I don't have to Ice Fang anything. I can just crunch this. Yeah, I'm going to heal, because I do take... Actually... I'm not going to heal for Lance. I will have to heal in battle for sure, though. Okay, so I mentioned earlier with 31 speed, I could skip X speeding on this fight. But I will take a hit from the Aerodactyl, so I have to be careful about that. Aerodactyl does 35 to 42 with Rock Slide. So this is another physical setup on an Intimidator. It's an annoying critical. I have to be careful about Hyper Beam as well. Hyper Beam does 38 to 45. Crunch. The heal here. It should go for... It might go for Hyper Beam. It might just go for Dragon Pulse. No, it went for Hyper Beam. It's fine. Should outspeed this thing if I did my math correctly, which I did not. Go burn. Oh, come on. This should still... No, it doesn't. He's gonna heal, though. Okay, good to know. Never... You cannot skip X speed. This is why we do these test runs. This is bad. I don't have any more I got burned again! This time I'm gonna kill, though. I have to hyper, and then I have to two-shot, I think. Getting burned twice is extremely unlucky. It's like 10% to burn. It's fine. Oh, you. Alright, I got an Ice Fang for my life here on the Dragonite. Okay. That's so bad. That fight should not go that way. All because I should have X-speeded. Alright, that's okay. Alright, now it's time for Kanto. So I think with good luck, 2 of 3 lands is definitely doable. Maybe even better. Alright, Kanto time. So this is going to be where things really go off the walls. Make sure you talk to Elm twice so you get the SS ticket and the Master Ball. Both of which are actually important. Cancel the repel. You could actually skip canceling the repel and have good movement, but I haven't figured out how to sequence those two together. Repel. I'm gonna save just in case. Fly to Olivon. I think that was good. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I am skipping a fight on SS Anne, or SS Aqua, I should say. Okay, good. Crap, I scrolled my stupid notes. Okay. It's normally when you go to Kanto in like the Johto games, you start fighting a bunch of gym leaders. Well, we're gonna not do a whole lot of that. Oh, I was supposed to repel. This one's not super important where I'd use it. Just need to remember to use it. Oops. And all of this, this little subplot is very important in order to finish the run. And yeah, we're only going to be doing 4 fights in Kanto altogether. No, well, we technically do 5 in the post-game. But 4 of them will be in Kanto. So we are actually going to be going back to Johto. So one thing you can't do, unfortunately, is fly to the center by power plant. That would save time if you could do that. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Saffron. We have to head over to Lavender, but first I'm actually gonna go to the Copycat Girl's house. It's a bit of a weird place to go. That trainer can see you if you walk one tile further up. And this guy is randomly mandatory. So we get to hear this banger music for one time and one time only. We are coming over here. Don't need to refresh the repel. Going into the tower to get the Poke Flute. So you need to do the machine part cuts sequence to do this. Alright. Now we fly back to Vermilion to do a couple things here. 3 things, actually. Gonna go to the... pick up the Poké Doll, which belongs to the copycat girl. This is all going to make sense soon. And now I'm going to talk to this guy. This is... there might be a faster rare candy to pick up, but this is definitely the most convenient one. So I have to go through this cutscene dialogue thing to get a rare candy. Very, very important. And then one more thing to do in Vermilion. Wake up our good friend, the Snorlax. We're gonna catch this big girl and get her in our party. We do need to go to Diglett's Cave, but we're not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna go back to Saffron first. Okay, so she gives you the rail pass. We need to go back to Johto for one very, well, there's actually pretty much 2 reasons why. And we get to see how long this train cutscene is. Not the worst. Okay, so now we do a very important menu. It's not super important, but it's gonna happen later. I'm gonna use a super repel. I'm actually gonna... oh my god. I'm gonna give Snorlax a glitter mail. We're going to teach Earthquake to Feraligatr over Surf. Now we're going to put Bellsprout into 1, and Shuckle into 2, and then fly to Eckerteak. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, this is going to mess up my repels, but we're fine. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch in Snorlax so Bellsprout doesn't die. That's pretty important. Okay, it's fine. and do this double battle. If anyone has watched Fire Red glitched runs, this is exactly what's happening. I should have maybe saved, actually. Okay, so I'm going to Poison Powder you, and you're going to Strength. That's fine. Cosmic Power. So right now, Shelter is, or Shuckle rather, is holding a Berry Juice. Which I want the Berry Juice to proc. It is a bit scary because Clefairy and Jigglypuff have Disarm Voice, which does a decent amount of damage. We're just gonna actually... So this is a very slow setup. So ideally, there would be a Pecha Berry, and I would just put the Pecha Berry on Shuckle instead. Okay, we're not quite in... Whoops, we're gonna Wrap, I guess. Bellsprout is in love, okay. Good to know. Okay, so I'll take poison damage, should end up popping the Berry Juice here. Ugh! Okay, please. Shuckle's Berry Juice? Okay, perfect. So now we do the classic knock off Shuckle. Switch in Snorlax. Oh no. I forgot about that. Alright, this will take a little longer than planned. Note to self, catch a female Bellsprout. I do want to kill something, but I can't kill everything. Let's get rid of Clefairy. Can't kill both of them, but I need to make sure that I... Knocked off the Glitter Mail. Thank you, Spider, for deleting the comment. Okay, now I do this, and... Oh, I didn't do shit. Oh, this is so bad. I forgot one very, very important thing, and I don't know where I am in terms of my... Oh, I gotta do this again. I should have saved. Alright, so we're gonna be like 50... This run's gonna be 15 minutes longer than what it should be as a result of that. Alright, sorry about that, everybody who's watching. I forgot one very important step in that whole very convoluted process. Should still finish under the faster than the splits, but it'll be not as good as it could be. That doesn't die. My notes do say Crunch, but that was because Crunch was in slot 1 and I just spammed slot 1, but turns out that does not die to Crunch. Okay, so I'll just peel on the... on the repel menu. Whoops. Actually, the way this is going... Whoops. I'm just gonna let Feraligatr take damage. Because then I can just put the berry juice on it instead of Shuckle and get the instant proc. I will save before I try this though. I've never actually done it this way. Oops. Yeah, you're below half. Fly to Saffron. Yeah, we refresh. I do know that you should not crunch the Growlithe on the fight here. Alright, you get to hear this music again. Unfortunately, it's an Intimidate fight. Vermilion. Now we get to hear all about Rapidash again. Awesome. Okay, oh wait, no, do this first. Alright, the fight's gonna be weird because I can't knock... I can't knock the Pokemon out. So I have to stall a turn with Feraligatr by using throwing a ball or something. Be really weird. Okay, Snorlax. Fly back to Saffron. Go back to Copycat. Also, Copycat's house is in a different spot because they had to force them to move to make room for the train station. Oh, yeah, she just says it right there. Oh, take the magnet train. So I'm gonna keep... This is gonna be kind of weird, but I'm gonna keep Feraligatr in slot 1. I will not be able to get a Legendary Beast encounter here. Okay, I'm going to save now. Okay, so now we will use Super Repel. Earthquake over Surf. And I'll put Bellsprout in 2. And now I will fly to Blackthorn. Very important, I go here. Pokemon Move Maniac. Which move we will be relearning Recycle, obviously. So this is what I forgot to do last time. Now we fly to Ecruteak. And we should not get a... I'm actually going to save again before this battle. I probably should have just done that from the beginning. Okay. So turn 1, I'm going to knock out one of the 2 Mons on the other end. And then I'll just knock off into one of them as well. So I will Waterfall you, and I will knock off you. Oh, I screwed up. Good thing I saved. Okay, I have a good argument, an excuse for screwing up that time, because I don't normally do this. Need to put this berry juice on my Feraligatr. Whatever, we'll just do this. There we go. Okay, this should be fine now. Should be good. Waterfall you. Yes, we did it! We did it! That is how it's supposed to be done, except it's not usually how it's supposed to be done because normally you're using Shuckle, but... Alright, glitter mail time. Alright, so we are going to be duplicating the rare candy 33 times. We'll explain why 83 is the kind of the sweet spot in a second. But effectively, we're going to hit a very specific speed threshold. In addition to our damage ranges, or damage rolls being just good enough for the last two fights. So you can definitely go to level 100, and it makes particularly the red fight a little bit better, but each dupe takes about, including the candy usage, is about 13 seconds. So doing 17 more duplications is pretty substantial. 4 more duplications. And so you could technically duplicate a lot of items. You can duplicate Master Balls. The problem is you need Master Ball to get Snorlax, and Snorlax is by far the fastest thing that gets Recycle. Okay, so I'm done with that. Now I will go down here. Candy into you. Superpower is almost good enough that you would potentially teach it, but not quite. And so the old route that doesn't use the glitches, the way you'd beat Red is you actually would use the Master Ball on Moltres, which you catch in Mount Silver. And you would use, I think, Sunny Day and Fire Blast. Or Heat Wave, I'm not sure which, depending on your special attack, I guess. You'd use one of those 2 moves to beat the Pikachu. And that also baits out the Blastoise, because the Blastoise, if you're setting up with a lower level for Alligator, it's the best thing to set up on. Because it does by far the least amount of damage. But because we've used the Master Ball on Snorlax, we have to pump the candies into for Alligator, which isn't too bad. So one important stat to think about is that Red's Pikachu has 175 speed. So we'll watch as we level up here what our speed looks like. So level 80, it looks like I will outspeed it. No, I will tie it at 80. But at 81, I outspeed. The problem is 81, my attack isn't quite good enough to knock out the Venusaur, Snorlax, and Blastoise specifically. Okay, now we're done with all the candies. Now we can get out of here. So, Spearow, fly to Goldenrod. Take the Mega Train back. Gonna save here. I mean, my repel needs to run out in a very specific spot, and I want to make sure that I hit that perfectly. That's not where it's supposed to run out. So it should be here, I believe. I'm gonna save here again. That's really off, I'm surprised. And we'll pop the super repel. Okay. All right, first gym of Kanto. So you only get to hear this song once, or this battle theme once. Okay, so blue outspeed everything. One shot. I have one shot everything except the Gyarados. There are a couple Intimidators in this fight, so what I'm going to do is set up a guard spec on this Rhydon. Usually just uses Stone Edge or something. It has a Thunder Punch, I think, but I've never seen it. Stone Edge might do more, so that's probably why it uses it. Okay, so Gyarados is a two-shot. Waterfall plus Crunch is a 255 out of 256 range. Reason why I use Waterfall is I wanted to ideally get a flinch. That did a lot of damage. I think my calcs are wrong. And with Dragon Dance, I don't think this thing outspeeds. So, certainly not with 31 IV. Alright, still saved 9+ minutes, despite, I believe, screwing up the glitch setup. Also, there are no more repel skips in the run. So that is good. So in order to get to Mount Silver, you simply have to beat Blue. So I don't, even though I only have Blue's badge, I don't have any of the other badges in Kanto. I can just go straight to Mount Silver. Actually, let's save. Yeah, we'll save the max potions. Snorlax is also nice because you need Rock Climb, and so if you were to use something else that can learn Recycle, I don't think they can learn Rock Climb, so Snorlax just works out really well for that as well. Just gotta go in here real quick. Grab a second safety full restore. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, sub 3 is definitely doable. Even on this run, I should be able to do it. Here we go. Okay, so I outspeed the Pikachu, so I don't have to worry about it. It has Light Ball, and that does a ton of damage. I think the Light Ball is bugged, so it does like way more damage than it should. There is Hail to start, which is a bit annoying. But the Hail won't be up for long. So we just knock out the Pikachu. Earthquake's nice because it doesn't make contact, so you don't have to worry about static. So I'm going to take some chip damage from here, Hail here. Hit the Venusaur with Earthquake. It's going to use Sunny Day to get rid of the Hail. And so Earthquake times 2 is 98% to die here. Got it. Good. Okay, next up is Espeon. Espeon will always outspeed, and it should go for Psychic. If it doesn't, that's a little bit problematic. Okay. Got Psychic. No defense, special defense drop, which is good. Snorlax's Body Slam does 73 to 87, so I am safe for now. Sun is still up, so I'm gonna have to stall a little bit. So we'll hit it with Crunch. Defense drop is really good. That's a reset. There's a max revive I can grab, and I should have grabbed it because that would have been fun. I would have been able to just use the max revive and recover there. I think that was a range to die as well. Like a min roll crit might not have killed. Yep. Sub 3 might be dead. The defense drop on Crunch is very good there on the Snorlax. It's super helpful. Okay, that is a much better roll with Earthquake that time. But yeah, you need to be able to two-shot the Venusaur because it's going to now go for Solar Beam after it sets up the Sunny Day. So, and you just die to that from full. Okay, Okay, that's going to be a switch out at some point with the special defense fall. It's not going to matter until I get through the Snorlax. That's a crit. I don't know what to do here. I think Ice Fang. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Super, super awkward. The crit was actually very bad in that scenario. Okay, so Crunch. Defense drop here is nice. Didn't get it. Ice Fang again. Good flinch, and then Waterfall. Okay, now I have to well, I might not need to switch. Got pretty high health. I have 30 minus special defense. I should be able to survive here, but if I end up getting flinched, it's going to be a switch. Okay, good. Is that Torrent? Yeah, it should be. Oh, but I'm dead to Surf here. No, I'm not. I'm not dead to Surf. Okay, this is a win. It went for Rain Dance. This is actually a win. Thanks for setting me up, buddy. Didn't have to switch. That's actually really good. Oops. Circle. There's a Hall of Fame. No! Okay, so this is not sub 3 because I have to do the Hall of Fame. I think this is part of the run. No! Thanks for the GGs. I don't know why there's a Hall of Fame here. There really should not be. Alright, there we go. Oh man. Yeah, that's so good when that happens on Blastoise. I've actually like run it out a bunch of different scenarios there. Sometimes you have to heal. And then if you get defense drops with Crunch, that helps quite a bit. Sometimes you pull out Earthquake, which can be useful. But yeah, that's like absolutely the fastest thing. Go in high Torrent. Even with the special defense fall from Espeon, I was still able to survive. That's why I didn't go for Surf. But yeah, that is FireGold glitched. This time is definitely a lot better. Can be a lot better than this. I messed up I didn't teach Recycle to Snorlax, so I lost 15 minutes, I think, because I had to do the entire SS Aqua power plant side quest again. So this should be able to get sub 250, which is kind of what I was expecting. But this is not going to be an official PB because I started off of a save file. So it's been unfortunate, but yeah, definitely a very cool run. I'm very happy with how this turned out. There's one thing I do need to change in my notes, but overall I think the route looks pretty solid. So